Okay, so we're gonna get started. Brea. So one of the things that I was thinking about, especially just like going through this time that feels a little bit scary, I guess, a lot of anxiety, feelings of anxiety, I think are just coming up for a lot of people, myself included. And one of the things that I thought has been really cool is to see people doing stuff like this online. And I am a big fan of music and live music especially. And right now, every day at 4, Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie is going on live, and he's just singing songs with his guitar and a piano for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And I think that's so cool. My favorite artist, Andrew McMahon, is also doing the same thing. And it's really cool to see people who are stuck inside offering their gifts and talents to the world and creating just a little bit more joy in this time that feels maybe a little bit unstable or a little bit, I guess, just scary. So I wanted to offer that to you guys and do some yoga because I'm going to be practicing anyway, and I wanted to bring you in on that journey as well. So sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes or look softly at the floor. And start to take in just a few deep breaths. Start to deepen your inhales and your exhales. And as you sit here, focus on something that brings you joy. Because I think that's really important to hang on to those things. Especially during times like this. Take in one more deep breath. And then gently open your eyes. The sequence we're going to do today, we're going to do it a little bit longer. So the last one I did was about 30 minutes. This one, I know that I think Instagram cuts you off at an hour. So it'll be about that long. And we are going to do, so for those of you who don't know, I teach Yoga Hour, which is this style created by Darren Rhodes, and he owns a studio that I teach at, Yoga Oasis. And so there's this big sequence book, and I made this sequence. It's sequence 31 in this syllabus book. But anyway, I'll post it, but it looks like this. So today's gonna be a little bit more of a workout, and this is my sequence that I created a couple years ago. So let's do it. Also, if you have music that you want to play, I'm not going to have any on because the sound and whatever. So yeah, feel free to put on some music, whatever, and we're going to get going. Okay, here we go. So come on to hands and knees. Alright, so start hands and knees. Make your hands slightly wider than your shoulders. Spread your fingers, press your hands down. Exhale, round your back. Take your chin in toward your chest, cat pose. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Round your back even more. And inhale, curve your spine, look forward. Cow pose, stretch your torso forward. Exhale, round your back, cat pose. Move through a few more rounds of cat-cow with your own breath to start to warm up your spine. On your next exhale, come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward, curl your toes under, press your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Press your hands down and forward. Shift your hips up and back, stretch your spine. You can start to bend one knee and then the other to stretch the backs of your legs. So we call this the down dog jog. Lower your heels to the floor. Bring the inner edges of your feet together. Inhale, hinge forward into plank, top of a push-up. Do plank with your knees up or your knees down. Hold plank, or do a push-up, press back up. And then maybe do another one. However many you want. Each time you lift and lower down, squeeze your thighs in. Tone your abdomen, squeeze your elbows in. Do one more. And press your hips back to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Turn your back heel to the floor. Take your right hand inside your right foot. Walk your hands forward and over to the left for down dog lunge. Press your back foot down. Straighten your back leg, tighten your right glutes. Turn your right knee open to the right. Press your hands down. Tone your abdomen, push the floor away from you. Walk your hands in. Take your hands to either side of your front foot. Come up onto your back foot or your back toes and switch sides. Step your left foot forward, right foot back. Turn your back heel to the floor. Take your left hand inside your left foot. Walk your hands forward and over to the right. Press your back foot down. Straighten your back leg. Tighten your left glutes. Move your left knee open to the left. Press your hands down. Spread your fingers. Push the floor away from you. Walk your hands in. Take your hands to either side of your front foot. Step to plank, top of a push-up. Lower all the way down to the front of your body. Stretch your arms alongside your torso. Interlace your hands behind your low back. Squeeze your shoulders in. Press your tailbone down. Inhale, lift everything but your hips up for locust hands bound. Point your toes. Squeeze your thighs in. Press your tailbone down. Tone your abdomen. Lift your torso up. Press the back of your head up. Exhale, lower down. Place your hands next to your chest. Curl your toes under. Press up to plank. Shift your hips back. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips. Straighten your back leg. Lift your back thigh up. And twist to the right, stretch your right arm up. So this is revolved lunge. Straighten your back leg, squeeze your thighs in, tone your abdomen, take your top shoulder back, reach up through your top arm. Either look down, forward, or up. Take in one more breath. Lower your top hand down, switch sides, step your left foot forward, right foot back. So take a long stance, and to make sure you're in a long enough stance, look at your front knee, and make sure your front knee is right over your ankle. Okay, then from there, lift your left arm up, twist to the left. Squeeze your thighs in, move your left knee open to the left, pull your belly button toward your spine, take your top shoulder forward, or your top shoulder back, bottom shoulder forward. Lower your top hand down, step to plank. Lower all the way down to the front of your torso. Stretch your arms alongside your body. Press your tailbone down. Inhale, lift everything but your hips up. This is locust 2. Point your toes. Point your kneecap down. Tone your abdomen. Squeeze your shoulders back. Lift your arms up. Keep breathing. Exhale, lower down. Place your hand next to either side of your torso. Curl your toes under. Press up to plank. Shift your hips back. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Lower your back knee down this time. Take your hands to your hips. Lift your torso up. Squeeze your legs in. Move your tailbone in. Stay with your hands on your hips or interlace your hands behind your low back. Bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulders in. Then start to lower your hips towards the floor and maybe start to straighten your arms. So this is monkey lunge, hands bound. And you move at your own pace. I know we're going a little bit faster, but no one's watching you, so You do you. All right, lower your hands to the floor. Curl your back toes under, step your left foot forward, right foot back. Take a long stance. Lower your back knee down. Place your hands to your hips, lift your torso up. Squeeze your legs in. Stay just like this, or interlace your hands behind your low back. Squeeze your shoulders in. Start to lower your hips towards the floor. Lift your torso up as you stretch your arms down. Carefully lower your hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Lower all the way down to the front of your body. Stretch your arms out straight in front of you this time. I know my arms will probably be cut off. So if you have something in front of you, you can also bend your arms to the side or stretch your arms alongside your torso. Okay. Press your tailbone down. Inhale, lift everything up. This is superhero pose. Point your toes, point your kneecaps down, lift your legs with your thighs. Stretch forward with your arms. Lift everything up. Exhale, lower down. Rest either the left or right side of your face to the floor. Taking a few deep breaths. I think there's children outside playing right now, so don't let that bother you if you hear it in the background. Place your hands next to your torso. Curl your toes under. Press up and back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, extend your spine, look forward. Exhale, fold into your legs. Bend your knees, hug your torso in toward your thighs. That'll protect your hamstrings and your low back so you don't overstretch it. Place your hands to your hips, point your elbows back, stand up all the way up. All right, I'm gonna turn on my mat so I can face you guys, but you can stay where you're at. Okay. Bend your knees. Take your hands to the top of your thighs. Stretch your left arm up. Reach up, and then twist to the right. Take your elbow or your shoulder outside your knee. Place your palms together. Point your top elbow up. Take a moment, look down at your feet. Line up your head with your toes. Pull your left knee back in line with your right. From there, shift your weight back. Lower your hips. Use your arm, press into your leg to twist and turn towards your right. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. So that's twisted power pose. Do the same thing. Bend your knees, take your hands to your thighs, stretch your right arm up, reach up, twist to the left, take your elbow or shoulder outside your knee, place your palms together. Look down first, line up your head with your toes, so if your head's to the side, try and get everything more center. Pull your right knee back, shift your weight into your heels, pull your belly toward your spine, and use your arm press into your leg to twist. And then inhale, stand up. Release your arms down by your sides. Take a breath. All right, bring your feet together. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Place your palms together overhead, hook your thumbs. Squeeze your arms and stretch up. Tilt to the right, crescent pose. Squeeze your thighs in. Tighten your glutes, tone your abdomen. Squeeze your arms in. Use your right arm to pull yourself further towards the right. Then inhale, come up. Swing your left arm underneath your right. Either hold opposite shoulders. Press the back of your hands over your palms together. So this is eagle arms. Squeeze your legs in. Tone your abdomen. If this feels okay on your shoulders, squeeze your arms in. Lower your arms. Inhale, stretch up. Place your palms together overhead, hook your thumbs. Hook your other thumb this time. Squeeze your arms and stretch up. Tilt to the left. Squeeze your thighs in. Tighten your glutes, tone your abdomen. Use your left hand to pull yourself to the left. Look down, forward or up, maybe go a little lower. Stretch up. Swing your right arm underneath your left. So same thing, shoulders, back of hands or palms together. Tone your abdomen, lift your chin out of your chest, squeeze your arms in. Release your arms down by your sides, shake it out. Step to the back of your mat. Or whatever you're using. If you're using a towel, no mat, doesn't matter. Just give yourself some space in front of you. Okay, take your hands to your hips. Take a big step forward with your right foot all the way forward towards the front of your mat. So a big giant step lunge. Lift your back thigh up, squeeze your legs in towards each other. Move your tailbone in, inhale, stretch your arms up. So this is high lunge or lunging warrior one. Keep doing the pose like this, or turn your back heel to the floor. Squeeze your arms in, maybe place your palms together overhead and hook your thumbs like you just did. Sit lower, move your front knee out. This is full warrior one. Lower your hands to the floor. Come onto your back toes, step back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, walk your hands to your feet. Place your hands to your hips, lift your torso all the way up. Take a big step forward, this time with your left foot. Lift your back thigh up, squeeze your legs in, inhale, stretch your arms up. Stay doing the pose just like this, or turn your back heel to the floor. Place your palms together, look forward or up. Sit lower, move your left knee open to the side. Lower your hands to the floor, step to plank. Lower all the way down to the front of your body. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. Interlace your fingers out in front of you. Press the tops of your feet down, so point your toes straight back, squeeze your ankles in. Press your tailbone down, and inhale, stretch your torso forward. So this is cobra on your forearms. So squeeze your shoulders back and stretch your torso forward. From here, curl your toes under, lift your kneecaps up off the floor, tighten your glutes. Make your abdomen really strong, press down with your hands, and then inhale, lift your torso up. So this is forearm plank. Squeeze your thighs in. Notice where your hips are in relation to your shoulders. So if your hips are really high up, lower them. If your hips are sinking, that's not good for your low back, so raise them up. Keep breathing. Lower all the way down to the front of your body. Place the tops of your feet down. Place your hands next to your torso. Inhale, curl your shoulders up and back, cobra. Press your hands down. Squeeze your elbows in. Lift your chest up. Squeeze your shoulders onto your back. Lower your torso towards the floor. Curl your toes under. Press up and back to downward facing dog. Press your hands down and forward. Shift your hips up and back, stretch your spine. And then bend one knee and then the other. And notice here if anything's different. So stretch out the backs of your legs a little bit. See how this feels in relation to the first down dog you did. Bend your knees, step, or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, extend your spine, look forward. Exhale, fold into your legs. Place your hands to your hips, point your elbows back, stand all the way up. Release your arms down by your sides. Bring your feet together and stand up nice and tall. So this is mountain pose, and it looks like you're just standing here, but this is actually a pose. So squeeze your thighs in, tighten your glutes, tone your abdomen, and move your tailbone in. Stretch your arms alongside your torso, and lift your torso up. Lift your chin out of your chest. All right, take your hands to your hips. Shift your weight into your left leg. Bend your right knee, hold your ankle, and place your foot for tree pose. So either on your thigh, on your calf, or near the floor. Just make sure your foot isn't pressing on your knee at all, because your knee doesn't like to bend that way. So once you're steady, place your palms together in front of your heart. Stay just like this, or stretch your arms up overhead. This is tree pose. Squeeze your thigh and foot together. Tighten your glutes and move your knee open to the side. Tone your abdomen, move your tailbone in. Lift the front of your torso up as you squeeze your shoulders back. Stretch up. Place your hands together in front of your heart. Keep your foot where it is. We're gonna go into eagle pose, so bend your left knee and cross your right thigh over your left. You can sit just like this or take the top of your foot to the back of your calf. Sit lower, and then either stay with your hands together in front of your heart or take your right arm under your left, hold opposite shoulders, press the back of your hands or bring your palms together. So this is like eagle arms you did earlier. Sit lower, tone your abdomen, lift your chin out of your chest. Inhale, stand all the way up. Release your foot, maybe give it a little shake. Same thing, second side, shift your weight to the right, bend your left knee, hold your ankle, and place your foot, tree pose, second side. So again, anywhere on your leg, just not your knee. Once you're steady here, place your palms together in front of your heart. Stay like this, or stretch your arms up, shoulder distance, or palms together. I see more of you have joined. I don't have my glasses on, so I have no idea who it is, but hi to everybody. Squeeze your thigh and foot together. Move your front knee open to the side. Squeeze your arms in, grow taller. Keeping your legs where they are, place your palms together in front of your heart. Bend your right knee slightly and cross your left thigh over your right. You can either go for a one wrap with your legs or take the top of your foot to the back of your calf. Sit lower. Then take your left arm under your right, either opposite shoulders, back of hands, or palms together. Shift your weight back, tone your abdomen. Inhale, stand all the way up. Release your arms and legs, shake it out. Good work. All right. Step two, the middle of your mat, or we're gonna take a wide stance. So wherever you're practicing, whatever that means for you, do that. Okay, stretch your arms open to the sides. And then for a wide stance, check out your wrists and try and line them up with the creases of your ankles if you can. And if that's too wide, then don't go that far. Simple as that. Okay, turn your right toes open to the right. Bend your right knee, warrior two. Press your back foot down, straighten your back leg. Bend your front knee more, so again, front knee right over ankle. So if your knee is moving beyond your ankle, so if your knee looks like this, that's not good for your knee joint, so take a longer stance. Sit lower, tone your abdomen, stretch out through your arms. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Take your hands to your hips, and then switch sides. Turn your left toes in, right toes forward. Stretch your arms open to the sides. Warrior two, second side. Bend your front knee. Press your back foot down, straighten your back leg. Tighten your glutes, move your left knee open to the side. Tone your abdomen, move your tailbone in. Sit lower. Keep breathing. And inhale, straighten your front leg. Turn your feet so that they're parallel to each other. Take your hands to your hips. Okay, keep your legs as they are. Stretch your arms open to the sides. Turn your left toes back to the left. Bend your knee, extended side angle. Now take your elbow to your thigh and stretch your left arm over your ear. Sit lower. Move your knee out, point your palm towards the floor, stretch. Keep your legs as they are, and inhale, come to warrior two. Reverse warrior, reach down your back leg with your back arm and stretch your right arm over your ear. But keep bending your front knee. Point your palm towards the floor, stretch. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Straighten your front knee. Turn your feet parallel to each other and take your hands to your hips. Take in a few deep breaths. Okay, same thing, second side. Turn your left toes open to the left. Stretch your arms open to the sides. Bend your knee like warrior two, and then take your elbow to your thigh. Stretch your right arm over your ear. Press your back foot down. Straighten your back leg. Move your knee open to the side. Point your palm towards the floor, stretch. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Reverse warrior, reach down your back leg with your right arm, stretch your left arm over your ear. Sit lower, point your palm towards the floor, stretch. Inhale, come back up, straighten your front knee, turn your feet parallel to each other, take your hands to your hips. Take your fingertips in front of your torso, palms facing down, bend your knees, step or hop together. Right, place your palms in front of your torso, inhale, bend your knees, step or hop back to a wide stance. Turn your right toes open to the right. Press your feet down, squeeze your legs in, lift your chest up, reach towards the right, take your right hand to your shin, and stretch your top arm up or your hand to the floor. This is triangle pose. Press your feet down, squeeze your legs in towards each other to firm your hamstrings. Lift your kneecaps up to tone your quads. Tone your abdomen, twist. Look down, forward route. Press your feet down, inhale, come up. Take your hands to your hips. Turn on your feet. Left toes in, right toes forward. Stretch your arms to the sides. Lean to the left and take your left hand to your shin or the floor. Press your feet down. Squeeze your legs in. Move your tailbone in. Stretch. Take in one more breath. Press down through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your feet so that they're parallel to each other. And take your fingertips in front of your chest, palms facing down, bend your knees, step or hop together. Awesome. Okay. Step to the back of your mat, face forward. So the next one is warrior three. All right, stretch your arms up, point your palms in. Step your right foot forward, lean forward, take your arms, torso, back leg parallel to the floor. If you can, if your warrior three looks like this, awesome. Squeeze your legs in, tone your abdomen, stretch forward with your arms, lift your back thigh up. Inhale, come up. Won't make you hold that guys for too long. Okay, same thing, second side. Stretch your arms up. Step your left foot forward. Come onto your right tiptoes. And then just start to lean as much as you want. So you could just lean a little bit or you can really go for it. Squeeze your thighs in. Point your toes, stretch forward with your arms. Take one more breath. And inhale, come up. Stand back up. Release your arms down by your sides. Shake it out. Okay. Step to the front of your mat. Bend your knees, fold forward. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Just take a long stance, even crawl your toes further back behind you. Lower your left knee down, top of foot down. Take your left hand up and over to the left. Take your right hand to your right thigh, turn your toes open to the right. Twist, look over your shoulder. Stay working with the twist, or at a quad stretch, bend your back knee, hold your left foot with your right hand, squeeze your heel in toward your hip. So this is twisted monkey. Press your front foot down, squeeze your front foot and back knee in. Move your tailbone in, tone your abdomen, squeeze your shoulders back. Gently lower your back foot, place your hands to the floor, curl your left toes under, Step your left foot forward, right foot back. Take a long stance, crawl your toes further back, lower your back knee down. Take your right hand up and over to the right. Take your left hand to your left thigh, point your toes open to the left. Twist, look over your back shoulder, stay with the twist, or at a quad stretch, bend your right knee, hold your right foot with your left hand. Squeeze your thigh and foot in. Move your tailbone and squeeze your shoulders back as you lift your chest up. Carefully lower your foot. Place your hands to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, hinge forward to plank. Lower all the way down to the front of your torso. From here, roll over onto your back. Okay. This is the fun part, in case you haven't been having any fun yet. Okay, bend your knees. Walk your heels in toward your hips. Place your palms together out in front of you with your arms straight. Squeeze your arms in. Okay, I'm only gonna make you do one round of this, so usually when you're taking my class, I'll do this like at least 3 times. So, Frank and my mom can probably agree to that. Okay, so you can do this the whole time with your knees bent, or straighten your legs up to the ceiling. Lift your head and shoulders up, reach your fingers to your toes. Then lower your right leg to a hover. Twist to the left. So if you're doing it with knees bent, it looks like that. Okay, squeeze your legs in, tone your abdomen, lift your chin out of your chest. Inhale, come up, stretch up, lower your left leg to a hover, twist to the right. Squeeze your legs in, lift your bottom shoulder up, lift your chin out of your chest. Inhale, come up, stretch up, exhale, lower all the way down. Take a few deep breaths. Take your feet as wide as your mat, with your knees bent, let your knees fall in towards each other. Rest with your hands on your heart. So we refer to this as constructive rest pose. Walk your heels in toward your hips. Press your feet down. Lift your hips up. Reach down, either hold the outside of your mat with your hands, or interlace your hands underneath your low back. Walk your shoulders in toward your spine. Press your feet down. Squeeze your thighs in. Lift your hips, chest, and chin up. This is bridge pose. Lift your hips up more. And then carefully lower your hips back to the floor. Do constructive rest pose again. So knees in towards each other, rest your hands on your heart. The next pose is upward facing bow. So if you're not familiar with this back bend and you don't do it very often, I do not recommend it. So just throwing that out there right now. So bridge pose first is an option again. So this one that you just did, do that. Or for upward bow, take your hands next to your ears with your fingers under your shoulders. Spread your fingers, press your hands down. Walk your heels in toward your hips. Press your feet down, lift your hips. Come up to the top of your head. From here, squeeze your shoulders back, stretch your chest forward, and even pull your armpits back. Press your hands down firmly. If and only if you can straighten your arms, then do that and lift up. If you're not sure, come back down, seriously. Come down whenever you're ready. Tuck your chin in toward your chest. Lower all the way down. Constructive rest pose again. Stretch your left leg along your mat. Bend your right knee in. Interlace your hands around your right thigh, straighten your leg. Press your thigh into your hands. So doing poses like this after back bends is a good way to neutralize your spine. Press your thigh forward. Keep doing this, or bend your right knee. From the inside of your leg, hold the outside of your foot. And you can use your left arm to help. Pull your knee down and take your left hand to the top of your left thigh. So this is a reclined lunge. So if you notice, my legs are in the same position they were when we were doing those lunge poses. And carefully release your leg and switch sides. Bend your left knee in, straighten your leg, interlace your hands around your thigh, press your thigh into your hands. Take a few deep breaths. Bend your left knee from the inside of your leg. Hold the outside of your foot. Take your right hand to your right thigh and use your left arm to pull your knee down towards the floor to the outside of your torso. Take another deep breath. And then carefully release your foot. Bend both of your knees. Hug your legs in toward your torso. Rock from side to side. Rock yourself back to rock up into a seated position. Okay, from here, we're gonna do, it's called toe crusher pose. I think is what we're calling it. Okay, so come on to hands and knees. Curl your toes under, bring your feet together, but take your knees slightly wider than your hips. And walk your hands back, have a seat on your heels. If this is too much, on the bottoms of your feet, take the tops of your feet down, like that. Okay. Take your hands to the floor, in front of your knees, press your hands down. Spread your fingers, root your index knuckle down. So your index knuckle is that one right there, if you can see that, okay. So be really strong in your hands. Like you did in cat pose when we started, pull your belly button toward your spine and round your back. Lift your chin, look forward. Keep doing this, or if you're up for trying an arm balance, crane pose, lean back, or crow, it's called, lift your knees up. Walk your hands back and take the back of your arms to the fronts of your shins. Okay, then from here, I'm gonna scoot forward slightly. Press your hands down. Tone your abdomen, lean forward, so lift your hips up slightly. So I'll show you this from the side. So lean forward, maybe lift one foot, maybe lift both feet up. Press your hands down, pull your belly toward your spine like cat pose, squeeze your legs in, and start to straighten your arms. And then lower down. And, okay. Bring your legs together with the tops of your feet down. Have a C on the tops of your feet. Interlace your hands to the top of your head, pulling your palms up towards the ceiling or whatever's above you. Squeeze your shoulders back, and then start to straighten your arms. Pull your shoulders onto your back. Notice if your ribs are leaning really far forward, pull your ribs back, tone your abdomen, lift your chin out of your chest. Press your fingertips into the tops of your hands to stretch your wrists. Carefully lower your hands. Okay, so this next one is another arm balance. And so it's an interesting way to get into it. And I'll show you quickly, just like a silent demo. I won't talk you through it. And then I'll talk you through it. So this is what it's gonna look like. And also feel free to like stop or not do the whole thing or whatever. Okay, so from a lunge pose, so we've done a lot of these lunges so far. What you're gonna do, I already told you I was gonna do this silently, so I'm not gonna talk anymore. I don't know if you can see my foot, so I'll show you it one more way. Ooh. Okay. It's a good one. It's a good one. Okay. So I'll talk you through it, give it a try or not. Again, it's your practice. So do whatever you want, because I'm not here to stop you. So, okay, start standing, actually. So if you're not standing, get up. Okay, step forward to the front of your mat. Bend your knees, lower your fingertips to the floor, step your left foot back. Okay, then from here, take your right hand inside your right foot, bend your elbows, work your arm underneath your leg, and take your right hand outside your right foot. Then, bend your back knee, get some momentum, and kick yourself forward, take your heel to your hip. Then lower your hips towards the floor. Press your hands down, like you just did in crow pose. Lean back, lift your front foot, stretch your left foot forward. Done. Okay. I'm sure that you all did a great job, whatever you did right now. Okay. Stand up, do the other side. So, step your left foot forward, right foot back. Take your left hand inside your left foot. Bend your elbows. Take your left hand under, behind, and to the outside of your left foot. Okay. Then bend your right knee and lean forward. Take your heel to your hip. Start to lower your hips. Tone your abdomen. Lean back, lift your left foot, and maybe kick your right foot forward. Yeah, you can sit on the floor and stretch your leg out in front of you. That's great. Okay. And then, yeah, you can just sit down. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Take your hands behind or next to your hips. Squeeze your shoulders onto your back, stretch your spine. Take your hands back. Point your thumbs forward and your fingers open to the sides. Then bend, either, two options, bend your knees, lift your hips up, reverse table, or straighten your legs and lift your hips up. This is east stretch. Lower your hips to the floor. Scoot forward. And then this one, trying to figure out the best angle. Okay, so bend your right knee. Lean to the right, so take your right hand up and over to the right. And then stretch your left leg. Bend your knee and stretch your left leg back behind you. So we're doing pigeon pose. Okay, so use your hands to make your hips center and stretch your legs straight back behind you. Either have your torso upright or start to fold forward. Take a few deep breaths. As you make more space, either curl your toes further back or stretch your hands out further in front of you. Take one more breath. Walk your hands in, lift your torso upright. Okay, so lean to the right, bend your left knee, Swing your left leg around and step your left foot over your right knee. Okay, so I'll turn this way. So your legs look like this. Okay. Take your left hand behind your hips, stretch your right arm up, reach up, twist, take your elbow or shoulder outside your knee. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Use your arms to help twist in your spine. Carefully untwist. Keep your legs like they are and take your fingertips behind your hips. Lift your torso upright. Or use your arms and stack your knees. And you might need to lean to one side and then the other to pull some of the skin out from under you to have a more firm seat on the floor. Press the outer edges of your feet down and either have your torso upright or start to fold forward again. Squeeze your heels toward your hips. Tone your abdomen. Walk your hands in. Lift your torso upright. Okay, then lean back and stretch both of your legs out straight in front of you. Okay, second side. Bend your left knee. Take your left hand up and over to the left. Bend your right knee and stretch your right leg back behind you. Okay, then use your hands. Line up your back leg with the long edge of your mat or just straight back behind you. Tone your abdomen. Sit upright like this or pigeon forward fold. Start to fold forward. Take a few deep breaths. And start to let your hips stretch. So if you find that you have some tension in your hips, that's a lot of times where I carry it. You can lean from side to side or take a couple deep breaths and start to let that go. Walk your hands in, lift your torso upright, lean to the left, bend your back knee. You can use your hand to help. Take your right leg forward and up and over your left. Okay, so same thing. Sit upright, take your right hand behind your hips, stretch your left arm up, stretch up, twist, take your elbow or shoulder outside your knee. Tone your abdomen, either look forward or back behind you. Taking a few deep breaths as you stretch your spine. Exhale, slowly untwist. Use your hands to help stack your knees. Do what you did on the first side. Have a firm seat on the floor, either hands behind hips or start to fold forward. Take in a few deep breaths. Squeeze your heels toward your hips. We're almost there, guys. A couple poses left. Thanks for all of you who have still hung out. I can see like more people I think have randomly been joining, so depending on what pose we were doing, they might have just like immediately checked back out. We'll see, but thanks for staying and practicing. Walk your hands in, lift your torso upright. Lean back, stretch your legs out straight in front of you. Place your hands next to your hips, squeeze your shoulders onto your back, stretch your spine. Bend your knees, reach down, hold the outside of your feet with your hands. Touch your torso to your thighs and slowly start to fold forward for a west stretch. So you can fold to the side. Keep your torso touching your thighs and that'll just help to make it so you're not overstretching your hamstrings or your low back. Carefully walk your hands in, lift your torso upright, lie all the way back onto your back. Stretch your arms out like a saguaro cactus beside you. Take your feet as wide as your mat with your knees bent. Shift your hips up and over to the left. Let your knees fall to the right. Look to the left. This is double diamond. Lift your knees back to center. Shift your hips up and to the right. Let your knees fall to the left. Look to the right. Lift your knees back to center. Hug both of your knees in toward your torso. And do happy baby. So from the inside of your legs, hold the outside of your feet. Flex your feet up towards the ceiling. Pull your knees down towards the floor, the outside of your torso. So this is a good stretch for your low back. And then carefully bring your legs together. Hug your shins and your thighs toward your chest. Rock from side to side. Lower your feet to the floor. And then from here, last pose is Shavasana. So stretch your legs out in front of you. Let your feet fall open to the sides. Softly close your eyes and rest really in whichever way is most comfortable for you. So if this is not comfortable, you can either lie on one side or the other or on the front of your body. You could also do this in a seated meditation. So we're not going to hold this for very long because I think Instagram is also going to cut me off here pretty soon. But just take a few moments and let yourself rest. That was a little bit more of a challenging practice than we did the other night if you did that one too. So thanks for hanging in there and for giving it a try. Take in a few more deep breaths. And then carefully, when you're ready, bend one knee and then the other. Place your feet to the floor. Roll to your right side. Use your arms to press yourself back up into a seated position. And if you want to keep resting in Shavasana, by all means, do that as long as you want. Sit up nice and tall. Take in a few more deep breaths. Gently close your eyes or look softly at the floor. Take a moment to connect back in with that thing that you thought of when we first started that brings you joy. And know that you can hang on to that no matter what's happening around you. And no matter how hard the things are that are happening around you, or if shit just really sucks right now, I get that, and I feel that. But see if you can find some sort of silver lining or some sort of joy within that, and use that to carry you through the times that really suck. So, thank you so much, everyone, for practicing on live, who's ever on there. I'm so grateful for you, and just really happy that I could provide some of what gives me joy with all of you. So I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Hopefully we'll figure it out faster than I figured out the other one. And then I'll post the link somewhere. So let me come over here, see who's on live. A couple of you still hanging on, nice, that's awesome. Cool, oh hey Holly. So anyways, thank you guys so much. All right, love you. Hang in there. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for practicing.